I recently came across a list of things, items, documents that are part of a purchase agreement or the sale of a property, and I found it pretty interesting, and I want to share this list with you. Again, it's not an exhaustive list, but it gives you a pretty good idea of all the intricacies that are involved in a real estate transaction. First of all, from a buyer standpoint, proof of income. So it's pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns, things like that. Proof of funds, bank statements, maybe financial statements in terms of like a retirement accounts, things like that. Obviously a credit report if you're getting a loan, and then we go into the contracts. You have purchase agreements, you might have counter offers, you've got addendums, you've got amendments, and other clauses as well. Disclosure forms, so we typically talk about seller's disclosure forms, lead-based paint disclosures. Earnest money receipts, then we have title report, title commitment, a title insurance policy, an owner's policy, home inspection reports, and responses and replies and responses and replies as you negotiate home inspections. Loan application, a loan estimate, a closing disclosure, a final loan agreement. You have the note, you have the mortgage, obviously you have the deed, which is the instrument that conveys the property from the seller to the buyer, home insurance policies, property tax assessments, and tax statements, HOA documents. If it's in a neighborhood with an HOA, you have HOA documents, you have covenants and restrictions, things like that. You might have a power of attorney forms. Then we also have sales disclosure forms, which accompany the deed to the courthouse, and the county gets that information. And then we also have a vendor's affidavit. A lot of documents involved in a real estate transaction, and it can be pretty overwhelming. And that is why it's important to lean on those people who are doing it on a daily basis, and not try to wing it on your own. If you have any questions about any of those forms, always glad to be a resource for you and help you with the process.